This is Erika Keathley, also known as Divine Ricky Vibes on Instagram. I'm coming on this Tuesday morning to share another poem with you called Shiny Objects. And you do hear light music playing in the background because I do live by a busy street. It is to set off the noise and actually keep me in the flow of what I want to speak about. And I'm gonna put the disclaimer out right away. I do not own the rights to this music you hear playing in the background, as you can hear the noise. And so I want to put that out right away. Shiny objects. I wrote this April the 20th of 2023. Sometimes I can't read my own handwriting. And it's called Shiny Objects. And I wrote this because it just flew in my mind and I just began to write. And that's what most of my poems do. They fly in like the wind. I feel the inspiration. I write it down on paper, and there you go. You get a poem. Shiny objects. I'm ready to read. Shiny objects. Shiny objects are beautiful. However, objects are just that, illusions of the moment. As we shift and change, so does the shiny objects. Everything is from within, and that it is. My flow from within is just that, a flow. I am one in the one. I dictate my own life, then it shows forth on the scene. Swimming in illusion at times, the shiny objects attract me. I release them suddenly and swiftly to realize I'm in the now. Now, all that is whole, perfect, and complete. Shiny objects. And pretty much this poem is talking about when we get focused on the 3D, the outside, and be shiny objects, things that are happening on the outside of us and not focusing what's happening on the inside of us. And then we get distracted and we follow the shine, or we follow what we see going on in the 3D, or what we call the outer world, or what we see, our life reflected out as us. And we get so focused on the life that's reflecting out that we don't pay attention to what's going on inside. And that's what Shiny Objects is about. It's about realizing that the present moment is all that we really have. There is no past. The past becomes alive as we bring it in the present moment. And the future, when we bring the future in, we bring in anxiety, worry, stress, and all kinds of things that are not happening until we bring it into that moment. Okay? So all you have is the present moment. So I know shiny objects can distract us sometimes, looking at our what we call our problems or our situations or our things happening outside of us. But my loves, the main thing is going within oneself and looking inside yourself and fixing it, or opening up your heart space to realize that it is going on from within out, showing up as the outworld, as the shiny object, or the thing happening outside, what appears outside of us. Because all of our outside is just reflecting what's going on the inside. And it took me a moment, it took me a while to get that. But then I realized that whenever something I need to shift or change, I go within and shift and change from within. And then the outside will reflect it in due season. Okay? So what I focus on inside myself, or focus intentionally or unintentionally, is going to show forth in my outer world. And it's going to be a shiny object. Now, I'm not saying do not act upon your responsibilities. That would be foolish. You do act upon your responsibilities. You do take care of your things that you need to take care of. But instead of reacting to, I'm sorry, I used the wrong word, reacting, I want you to respond. There's a difference between responding to something and then reacting to something. When you respond, that means reflected inside yourself, looked inside yourself of the possibilities, beginning to ask yourself the questions like, okay, this is my dilemma now. What can I do inside myself to shift this particular situation within myself? And begin from there. Begin to ask the divine inside of you, which is all the answers. How can I do this? And then begin to be mindful of the things that the divine is showing you, looking within to move the situation without. If that makes any sense, okay? So I want to encourage you that sometimes shiny objects or things happening outside of us can get us distracted. And that is human nature. Because we are human, we're spiritual first, but we are in human form. We're having a human experience. So what I am suggesting is that going within yourself and begin to pay attention to self-observe what you're doing, and then to focus on the aim of what you want to experience, or whatever the situation is, how you want to see it work out, and then detach from every move that goes against that. Okay? I know I say this several times, but it is, my loves, from within out. So I want to encourage you to go within today, and whatever your dilemma is, or whatever your shiny object is, or whatever your situation is, or whatever your outer picture is right now, begin to change the story within yourself. And just ask yourself, how would it feel like, or how would this feel if I had this particular situation fixed? How would I feel? And begin to zone in, hone in on that, and then watch as a divine shows up on the outer scene, okay? Shiny objects. It's okay. You got this. Put one foot in front of the other and begin to shine from within. Then it shines without. Namaste. I want to thank you for listening. Have a terrific Tuesday.